Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1971 to listen to For Absent Friends and The Return of the Giant Hogweed by Genesis. Both of these, of course, come from Nursery Crime, their third studio album. Phil and Steve are officially on board. Really excited to get back into this one. I know it's got some amazing music based on the couple I know and some amazing stories. Anyway, we'll start with For Absent Friends. It's an acoustic song and the first Genesis song with Phil Collins on lead vocals. Nice, excited to hear that. It's about two elderly widows. Kind of sad lyrics. I've already checked them out. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as well as the notification bell to join the Retro Reactions community, where it's all amazing music all the time. And a reminder to check out my Patreon page for exclusive reactions not found here on YouTube, no time era restrictions, and one full album reaction every month. Link is in the description below. All right, here we go.
Sunday at 6 when they closed both the gates, a widow pair still sitting there. Wonder if they're late for church and it's cold, so they fasten their coats and cross the grass. They're always last, passing by the padlock swings, the roundabout still turning. Ahead they see a small girl on her way home with a pram. Inside the archway the priest greets them with a courteous nod. He's close to God, looking back at days of fostered of two. Fierce steps of two heads bent in prayer, for friends not there. Leaving tuppence on the plate, they hurry down the path and through the gate and wait to board the bus that ambles down the street.
I'll always maintain, and I'm sure many of you agree, that Phil sounded so much like Peter, especially in the early days, the whole 70s decade in my opinion. And I have a feeling that Phil fooled many people. I'm sure when many bought this album and first heard this song, they just assumed it was Peter, not knowing, maybe not reading the album cover, the credits. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. I can't remember if Phil ever sang any lead vocals on any recording before this with any band. I don't think so. So it's clear to me in this song already that Phil was meant to be a lead singer. He was meant to become this huge artist, both in Genesis and his amazing solo career. He already sounded so beautiful in this one, hints of his legendary vocal career that lay ahead. Again, so close to Peter. I do prefer Phil. I've said that before, but they're so close here that he just edges him out. They're so similar, but then they're different in subtle ways, so I appreciate that. Of course, in this one, we have plenty of that soft 12-string acoustic guitar magic that I absolutely fell in love with on the first two albums, at least on Trespass. So it was really enjoyable. Short song, so I knew it was going to fly by, but it was just beautiful, no complaints whatsoever. Yeah, it definitely had that early Genesis folk feel to it. Of course, I love that. Anthony Phillips kind of took that in his own direction when he went solo. And I definitely heard some Beatles in there, especially in the harmonies and things that were happening in the melodies, both vocally and musically, I think, especially at the end. Let me know if you agree. At this moment, I'm pretty certain that this song could be called The Calm Before the Hogweed Storm. I just have this feeling, especially due to the long length of the next song, that Hogweed's going to be a big, crazy song, full of storytelling, now that I know what it's about. So let's find out. Yeah, this one's a great song, way too short, but I understand why. It's kind of a lead-in maybe, or a tie between the first and the third songs. Still completely satisfying. I'll give it 5 golden records, an A score 4 for Absent Friends by Genesis. All right, the return of the giant hogweed warns of the spread of the toxic plant named giant hogweed. The classic Genesis humor lies in the story, suggesting that the plant is attempting to take over the human race. I'm not surprised that Peter wrote the lyrics to this one. Here we go. Tambourine, Hammond organ, Love that. twists and turns. It's what they do best.
Hogweed is a rage. Human bodies so will know. Kill them with your Hogweed heart. Heraclea, Mati, Gazi.
Was a lot. Yeah, I'll get back to you in about a month after my brain has had a chance to digest all this, unscramble all this. Wow, that was pretty intense. I think this song is even crazier. I know that's not the best word to use. More diverse, more intense, more twists and turns, more juxtapositions maybe, more of a lot of things than the musical box. I don't know, maybe it's just because I first heard it and so much was happening, but it was very striking. It's almost like we open and close the song with chaos. Makes sense, it's a very chaotic subject, the destruction of the world by nature. Wow. So to me, the beginning was chaotic due to those chaotic synth arpeggios happening, very rapid, both sides. Not sure if there was some guitar arpeggios following the same melody, but very memorable, very intense opening. Peter's voice, so scratchy in this one. Wow, I'm like, is he hurting his vocal cords? So memorable. You know, he's diverse. He loves this kind of thing, especially in those days. I found it interesting that he was kind of put more in the back of the mix. So, not sure why, but hey, I'll take it. He was still theatrical as ever. So much happening vocally here. What a performer he is, even in the studio. All the music here was so expressive, so diverse, you know. My brain was scrambled a bit, just trying to take it all in. But again, very theatrical. It felt like a musical in certain sections, and you know I'm here for that. It felt like there were so many changes in dynamics in this one. The volume all over the place, up, down, here, there, everywhere. That really stood out to me. I love that aspect, and it fit the whole idea of the song perfectly. And that whole musical section at around the 50% mark, just brilliant. I loved it. It's when the flute came in, along with some other amazing instruments and amazing melodies. One of my favorite parts of the song, but many great parts in this one. For example, the acoustic piano came in. Did not expect that in this song. Thank you, Tony. I swear I heard a little bit of electric piano following it, so definitely a great Tony moment. Made the song even better. Another awesome moment was that traveling electric guitar panning left to right several times. Didn't expect that. Love that. A nice, memorable, strong moment in the song. I heard more character voices by Peter. I love when he does that. Again, I connect with all his artistic choices, as crazy as they might be. Then in that final section, wow, we get that full-on grand rock moment, very ominous at times in the melody. It definitely sounded ahead of its time, almost like 80s metal, or I don't know, I would have to hear it again to see what it reminded me of, but it just stood apart from the rest of the song, sounded quite different than everything before it, but it was huge, so what a way to end. Yeah, it had my head swirling, my emotions on overdrive, and then that one big crashing note at the end, just perfect. The best way to end it. I loved it. So now I know what a hogweed is. I know it's a real thing in real life. And now I know the song, The Return of the Giant Hogweed, one of the most interesting Genesis songs I've heard. It's easily earning the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, really great song. For, again, The Return of the Giant Hogweed by Genesis, 1971. And thank you so very much, as always, the amazing Peter Gabriel, Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford, Steve Hackett, and Phil Collins. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this song. I would love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.